Feel free to make fun of me in the comments below because I know I probably overreacted a little bit.
We're Steven and Andie, and we started a travel vlog back home in California at a time when we couldn't really travel.
Oh my God.
It gave us a great excuse to get out and see some things we've been putting off for way too long.
Good morning. It is a beautiful morning here in Tennessee, and we are on our way to Chattanooga today. They have this amazing arts district with a lot of European flair, so we're gonna go check that out. And we're gonna walk across the world's longest pedestrian footbridge across the river there. But first, we gotta show you this amazing Airbnb that we're about to check out of where we spent the night last night.
We'll let yesterday Steven and Andie tell you all about that. Hey guys, we just got here in Maryville and we're about to go inside where we're staying tonight. It's a World War II era train car. We haven't even seen the inside yet, so we're gonna get a first look with you guys, all right? Let's go. Wow, this is huge. Step through the living room here. We got a kitchen, really nice butcher block countertops, nice appliances. Okay, the host left us some water and Prosecco. Little breakfast bar. Seating area here, TV. You're gonna love this, vintage cameras here. Brownie. Apparently this is a Murphy bed. Watch your step. Here we are. This bathroom looks amazing. Very nicely appointed. A clawfoot bathtub. What do we have back here? It's like a little storage. It almost looks like a butler's pantry. Another vintage camera up there. Some extra bedding. Not sure what's in there. This is wonderful. As we mentioned, we're in Maryville, Tennessee, just a little suburb outside of Knoxville. And why don't you tell them what happened when we drove up?
Oh, it was amazing. The host greeted us with 6 dogs. I mean, come on, it's like he knows us. He also happens to be from Southern California originally, so this place is amazing. And before we came in, he gave us a good deal of history on it.
Yeah.
This property used to be owned by a colonel. It's on an airstrip.
Yeah, the houses all down behind us, there's a row, which we can't see from here, but they're all on this airstrip running alongside of it. And each house apparently has its own hangar. So a lot of these residents have a plane and they just take off and land on this airstrip.
It's just like a driveway. They just come and go the way we do with cars. It's amazing. Yeah. And as he mentioned, some people live on country clubs. Other people live on airstrip community. What did he call it? It wasn't an airstrip community, but it was something to that effect. And the fact that these even exist is pretty freaking amazing. As we mentioned, this property was owned by a colonel who also had a hangar of his own, which is on this property, and it's also an Airbnb. So that's something to check out as well if you're interested in that sort of thing. We, however, honed right in on this train car. It is so unique. It is from 1943, and the previous owner to our host brought it up from Florida.
Yeah, the story with that is pretty remarkable and really involved. Apparently, it cost him $33,000 to rent a train and a crew to get it from Florida to the nearest station here, and then have it transported by truck over to here, and then a crane to get it off the truck onto this strip of train track.
Which he built himself, by the way.
Yeah.
He just with his tractor and in his free time just decided to lay and level an entire train track. It was the foundation for it.
Pretty amazing.
So this is really remarkable. When he brought it here, it was like completely rusted out. It was originally a food car, a dining car, kitchen car, I think a kitchen car, for a military train, which supposedly transported troops east and west across the country, depending on which port they were going to ship out for the wars. So this was where the kitchen was set up, and they have a really cool photograph of what it looked like before they did the renovations. At this point, it wasn't what it looked like when it was in full service, but at the point that it looked like in maybe the 80s or 90s when it was already rusted out and kind of starting to be pretty well into its decay. But you can see the old stoves that were in here at the time. Unfortunately, the Colonel wasn't able to completely renovate the car before he sold the property and moved up north. So our host, Dean, he took over. He bought the property when he moved into the area, had this train car just as part of it, and decided to proceed with the Colonel's plans. And he turned this place into such an incredible living space. I mean, you really could live here. It is fully appointed. You've got the full-size appliances here and the clawfoot tub. I mean, what a nice touch.
Yeah, really cool.
He completed the Colonel's vision, and now apparently you can see this place on all kinds of TikTok. I think something on the Travel Channel.
Yeah.
He's talked to some very famous hosts, but apparently that's in the pitching stage, so we won't spoil it. But if you're into home renovation, then you know these people, and you might be seeing this train car on their show too. So we got it first.
Yeah.
As you can see, this is a beautiful stay. If you find yourself in the Tennessee area and you want something really unique, definitely this is going to be one to check out for sure. We'll leave the link below.
Okay, we just got into bed. Did you hear it? I just heard it. There's something like right next to or under the train car. It's like chattering and scurrying.
I don't hear anything.
I'm such a city girl, I know. This is so dumb. Like, of course, we're in a train car in eastern Tennessee. I love critters. I just don't like them too close to my space.
I'm pretty sure they can't get in though, so I'm not too worried about it.
I'm not going to be able to sleep if I hear something scurrying around under the bed.
I'll snore extra loud.
There actually were critters scurrying around on the roof. And the fact that the train car is made of metal, probably steel, really amplified the sound of their paws scurrying across the top of this thing. It was freaky.
Yeah, but feel free to make fun of me in the comments below because I know I probably overreacted a little bit.
A little bit.
Anyway, here we go. We're on our way to Chattanooga. Let's go check it out.
Okay, here we are. We grabbed a couple of slices really quick and made our way up here to Bluffview Art District, and we're already seeing a couple of cool sculptures, so let's check it all out.
Enchanté. Raise your hand in the comments if you've heard the song Chattanooga Choo-Choo. Glenn Miller Orchestra?
Yeah.
You know it, right? We are at the Chattanooga Choo-Choo. This used to be Terminal Station for Chattanooga. However, now it is preserved on the National Register of Historic Places, and it's used as a hotel. You can rent rooms here, and you can even rent old train cars to sleep in. It's called Chattanooga Choo-Choo, of course, not after the song, but after the train car, which a reporter referred to as the Chattanooga Choo-Choo, and which inspired the Glenn Miller Orchestra's hit.
Now we're on the Walnut Street Pedestrian Bridge, which was constructed in 1891 and is one of the longest pedestrian bridges in the world. What's unique about it is that when the city was segregated, it provided a connection between both sides of the river. And now it's a popular recreational area and it's dog friendly.
Guess what we're headed to next? What Stephen and Andie visit to a new town would be complete without trying the local ice cream. Am I right? Anyhow, tune in next week. We are going to the US's tallest underground waterfall. I didn't even know those existed.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty amazing. I'm looking forward to it. As always, you guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ruby Falls is the United States' tallest
Underground.
underground waterfall.
I did call the police on raccoons one time. You would never know I grew up in the woods.